¿No me pongo audífonos?
No.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here in another session, another Tuesday session. And we're going to start today lying down on the floor. So take your time to get into your back. Begin to extend your legs and your arms by your sides. Just take your time to get there. Of course, if you're bringing any props to practice, you can do that, setting up anything that you need. But as soon as you're ready, let's lie down flat on the mat. Keeping your chest nice and open and your arms relaxed by your sides with the hands open towards the sky and posture always sleeping. Let's take a big breath in and a full breath out through your nose. Deep inhale through your nose. This time, exhale it out through the mouth. Let it go. One more time. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air outside out. Allowing your back to rest on the floor. Begin to feel how your shoulders relax on the mat. How your legs may turn to the sides. Keep your chest nice and open, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Just connecting to your breath. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunatu Sahabhiyam Kadabhavai Tejasvinavadi Namastu Bhagavishavai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Whenever you feel ready, set up any intentions or any dedications for your practice. And as you begin to feel ready to move and extend your arms of your head over your head, feet together forward. Take a nice big inhale as you stretch up the body here, let the air into your lungs. On the exhale, begin to walk your hands and feet towards your right hand side. Just in banana shape with your body, just feeling how the air comes in through the rib cage. A little bit of a side bend here. Take another deep breath in here. Full breath out. On your next inhale, coming back to center. And on the exhale, we walk all the way towards the second side. Letting the air come in and out. Feeling the stretch, maybe crossing the ankle or grabbing opposite wrist. Take another breath. On the exhale, come back to center. Release your arms by your sides. Bring your feet to the mat. Hip distance apart. Pressing the heels on the floor. Begin to press the hands down on the mat and tuck the tailbone deep here. So the spine is pressing nice and firmly on the ground as you begin to hover the hips from the floor. Just a few inches really, just enough to get your hands past or underneath your hips. Take another big inhale. Full exhale. One more. On the exhale, drop the hips back down to the floor. Extend your arms overhead. With the palms facing each other, the thumbs barely grazing the floor. And here we can stay while we tuck the tailbone and press the lower back on the ground. We take a breath and try to have the wrists in. Full exhale. Options there for you to stay. Options there for you to bring your legs to a 90-degree angle. That just as if you were sitting on a chair. Take another big inhale. Keep your lower back pressing on the ground. So if someone would be, it shouldn't be able to bring the fingers underneath your back. Take another inhale here. Full exhale. Option to stay. Option to tap the right foot to the ground and come back to center. Inhale, tap the left foot to the ground. Exhale, come back to center. Right foot to the ground, coming back to center. Left foot to the ground, coming back to center. Keep on alternating on your own. Just making sure the lower back is firmly pressing on the floor. Keeping the pelvis nice and stable. The only thing that is really moving here is your leg. Take another inhale. Notice any change of pressure on your pelvis and shift it up. Couple more rounds. Whenever you feel ready, finish your rounds. Coming back to center, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe rock side to side. Take a couple of breaths here. And out. Whenever you feel ready, release your palms on the floor beside you, the feet back down to the ground. In hip distance apart, pressing the heels down on the floor, keeping your tailbone top, begin to reach your hips towards the sky. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, we lower all the way down. But we're going to take this fluid. Take a deep breath in to reach the hips back up. On the exhale, lower down, just up. Deep inhale to reach. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to come up. Exhale down. Inhale, pressing back up. Exhale to lower down. Keep on doing this on your own here. Following your breath, keeping your thighs nice and engaged. There is no engaging of the glute muscles here. They are nice and active, but they are not crunching on the lower back. Take another deep breath in as you press up into the sky and stay. Take a full cycle of breath here. The heels are firmly pressing on the floor. On the exhale, release all the way down to the ground. Begin to bring your heel or your ankle, your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Option to stay, option to bring the legs into the chest. Keep on pressing or just like pressing your right knee away from you. Without using your hand, just keep the strength of the leg. Just keep the knee away from you while you invite the legs into the chest. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. One more, just like that. Inhale. Long exhale. Your next inhale, release back down to the ground. Extend your arms towards the sides. On the exhale, twist towards your right hand side. Take a nice big breath in here. Keep both shoulders on the ground. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, begin to release and come back to center. Release the foot on the mat and change sides. Let's bring the left heel or ankle onto your thigh and begin to invite the legs in. Option again is there for you to stay on the ground or maybe lifting and interlacing hands on top of your leg or on the back of your leg. The other knee is actively pressing away from you. Take another big breath in. Full exhale, the feet are nice and engaged. Take one more breath. Long exhale. Whenever you feel ready, begin to extend again your hands towards the sides, and on the exhale, find your twist towards your second side. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more. Full exhale. Whenever you feel ready, come back to center, release your legs. Have your knees into the chest. Turn towards your right hand side. Help yourself with your hand coming back to your seated position. Extend your legs forward, sitting in Dandasana. Take a nice big breath in. Rotate your shoulders back. And on the exhale, begin to fold forward to reverse legs. Lengthen the spine, keep the belly button in. Take a nice long breath here. Full exhale. One more. Exhale that out. On your next inhale, begin to walk your hands towards you. On the exhale, let's cross the ankles. Press the hands on the floor, coming into your tabletop position. And as we come into our tabletop, knees are underneath your hips, hands are underneath your shoulders. Take a nice big breath in to drop the belly and open the chest. On the exhale, round the spine, push the ground away from you. Take a big inhale to open up the chest. On the exhale, round the spine. Coming back to a neutral position, begin to extend your arms forward, bringing your forehead down to the floor, coming to Anahatasana. Take a breath. Smooth breath out. One more, just like that. Inhale. Long exhale. On your next inhale, begin to come back to center. Walk your hands towards your thighs and rise into your kneeling position. Hands to your hips. Rotate your shoulders back. We're just going to open the chest here. We're just really not going into a deep back bend here. Just going to open the chest, rotating the shoulders back, bringing the heart up. Take another big inhale. Smooth exhale. One more. On the exhale, come back to center. Plant those hands on the ground. Begin to walk those hands forward. Transition from Anahatasana. Just take one inhale here. Exhale, plant your elbows on the ground and slide into your Sphinx pose. Big breath in, keeping your elbows pressing on the ground, rising up the chest in here. Full exhale. Bend your right knee, toes point towards the sky, and on the exhale, we turn the gaze to face the opposite side. We take a nice long breath here. And empty out. One more. On the exhale, release your foot back down to the ground and change sides. Bringing the left knee to a bend. Toes turning towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale. Your gaze follows towards the opposite side. Take another inhale. On the exhale, we come back to center. Release the leg. Hands underneath the shoulders. Let's practice 3 Bhujangasanas here. Pressing into those hands, opening the chest, lifting up. On the exhale, lower back. Deep inhale to open up. Exhale to lower back down. Deep inhale to raise it up. On the exhale, the lower. Last one. Deep inhale to reach it up and stay. Take a full cycle of breath. Again, your shoulders away from your ears. Take another big breath in. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Palms press on the floor, forehead down. Take another big breath in here. Bend your knees. And add some windshield wipers here. Bringing your feet side to side. Gentle massage for your lower back. Whenever you feel ready, begin to turn into your left hand side. So as you come into your left hand side, press your arm into the mat and bend your elbow here, just supporting your head with your hand. The other hand can stay in front of you. You can stay with legs extended or maybe slightly bending the knees. You will notice that if you bend the knees, the balance here will change. So as your knees bend, it gives you a little bit more area to put yourself on the mat. Other than if you extend your legs, you will have to fight the balance a little bit here. Take a big breath in here. Bring your right knee up. Holding the right knee with your right hand, begin to squeeze the knee towards your chest. Take a nice big breath in here. If your leg is extended, try to find the balance here. Long exhale. Option is there for you to stay. Option is there for you to hold on to your big toe. If you got the big toe with your peace fingers, maybe you begin to extend your leg up towards the sky. Try to keep a nice straight line from your toes to your torso. You will see it is a little bit challenging to keep up with the balance. If it is too challenging, you can bend your knee. Take a big breath in here. Full breath out. One more. On the exhale with control, we're gonna let the hip drop all the way into the mat, into a reclined position with your hand still underfoot or underneath. Take a big breath in here. If you got the foot or the toe, on the exhale, begin to raise up the chest and fold forward towards the leg. The other leg is pressing down on the ground. You can keep your left hand on your thigh. Big inhale. On the exhale, release all the way back down to the mat. Take a nice long breath here. On the exhale, begin to open the leg towards your right hand side. If you got the knee, you can do this as well. So just keep the knee in your hand underneath and keep your and bring your knee towards the side. Take another inhale. Smooth breath out. Your gaze can change towards the left hand side. Take a breath. On the exhale, come back to center. If your leg is extended, that's great. If you got the knee, that's great as well. Take a big breath in here. On the exhale again, fold forward towards the leg. Big inhale. Exhale, release back down to the mat. Extend both legs in here. Begin to roll back into your stomach. Finding your Sphinx pose again, keeping your elbows on the ground. Option is there for you to stay in this pattern, or maybe practice a little bit of one arm Bhujangasana. With your fingertips pressing on the floor, take a nice big breath in to roll and open the chest. On the exhale, the lower back. Big inhale to raise it up. Exhale to lower back down. Inhale to press back up. On the exhale, lower right shoulder to the ground. Deep inhale to press back up. Exhale, left shoulder to the ground. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, right. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, left. Inhale to press back up. Exhale, right shoulder one. Inhale to coming up. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale to press back up. On the exhale, release all the way down to the floor. Take a moment here, rest your forehead on your hands. Big inhale. Smooth breath out. Again, begin to roll this side onto your left hand side. Keeping again your hands or your head, your knees might be bent or extended, or your legs can be extended. Take a breath. Long exhale. Begin to hug this time the left knee towards your chest. And again, if you want to work a little bit on that balance, keep your hips coming into the midline here. Take a nice long breath here. Option to stay holding the knee. Option to bring the peace fingers to hold the big toe and extend the leg towards the second side. Anantasana, vision couch. Take a big breath in here. Finding the balance, long exhale. One more. On the exhale, begin to drop the head back down to the ground. Take that leg with you, either bent or not. Take the leg with you. The other hand comes to support the thigh. Take a big breath in here. On the exhale, fall forward. Take a nice long breath here, raising up the chest. Long exhale, don't let the thigh come up. Take another big breath in. On the exhale, release all the way down to the floor. Begin, option to stay, option to open the knee or the leg towards the side. Take a nice long breath, both shoulders down to the ground. Maybe the gaze follows the opposite side. Take another inhale. Full exhale. One more. On the exhale, come back to center and fold forward over the leg. Nice long breath here. Smooth it out. Inhale to release all the way down. Release the leg, extending back to your mat. Begin to bend your knees this time. Pressing the heels back down to the ground, pressing those hands away from you within the ground. Take a nice long inhale to reach up the hips this time. Option is there for you to stay, option is there for you to interlace your fingers behind you. Take a nice long inhale, keeping the thighs rolling towards each other. Long exhale. One more breath. On the exhale, releasing your hands, if you got them, releasing your hips back down to the floor. Take a nice long breath here. Smooth it out. Option to stay with this variation, any of this two, with hands on the floor or hands interlacing, or maybe this time reaching your arms overhead with the palms facing up. You take a nice big breath in to keep the heels on the ground and press the hips towards the sky. Take another breath. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Allow the knees to come into the chest to give yourself a little squeeze. On the exhale, we begin to rise back again towards seated position. Cross your ankles, press the hands on the floor, coming back into your tabletop. This time we're gonna drop the belly to open the chest. On the exhale, rounding the spine. Take a nice big inhale to open up the chest. On the exhale, bend your elbows, chin and chest to the floor, Ashtanga Namaskar. Pressing back up into your tabletop, round the spine. Push the hips towards the heels. Take a nice big breath in, rise back into your tabletop. On the exhale, bend your elbows, chin and chest down, Ashtanga Namaskar. Press back up into your tabletop, round the spine, push the ground away. Take a nice big breath in to open the chest. On the exhale, bend your elbows, chin and chest down, Ashtanga Namaskar. Press back up into your tabletop, round the spine, push the ground away. Coming back to a neutral position. This time we extend the right leg behind us. With the toes at 6 o'clock, we press the heel back to the back of the room. Take a nice big breath in. Find your balance. Extend your left arm forward. Big inhale. Full breath out. Just finding your balance in here. The core is nice and strong. Take a breath. On the exhale, begin to bend your right knee from the toes towards the sky and reach towards the foot. If the foot is too far away, you can hold the hip. Just keep your elbow pressing towards the sky. Big inhale. Smooth breath out. One more. On the exhale, drop the hand back to the ground and bring your knee towards the nose. Take a nice long breath here and stay. On the exhale, plant that foot in the middle of the hand, setting up for Anjaneyasana. Take a nice long breath here. Full exhale, begin to rise. Pressing your hands on your thigh, rotating your shoulders back. Take a nice big breath in. Smooth it out. One more breath, inhale, maybe you reach up towards the sky. Maybe you offer that chest towards the sky, just as we did when we were kneeling down. Take another breath. On the exhale, plant that foot flat, plant those hands flat back on the mat, and step back, lift your leg, extend your leg back. Big inhale here, reaching the left arm again forward. On the exhale, round the spine, squeeze the knee towards the elbow. Deep inhale to reach up, exhale to squeeze it. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to squeeze and stay. Take a full cycle of breath back again. Long exhale. This time the hand is going to plant on the floor. We're going to step the knee forward and we're going to slide the back leg. Coming into pigeon pose. We're going to slide the back leg onto the hips. Touch the ground. Couple of cues here, and that's it. And that are really important here. While we slide the leg back, we want both hips pressing on the ground. So that this might not be possible for many people. And if you are the case where your right hip is kind of like floating in here, or you feel like you're really out of balance, like you're falling to the side, you may need to bring a block. You don't have a block, a cushion, or a blanket underneath your hip. So for example, here, my hips are kind of like good on the ground, but they might need a little bit of cushion underneath my right hip so I can stay nice and right on. Hands plant on the ground, rotate your shoulders back. This is a back bend. Take a nice big breath in, again, pressing the chest forward. Full exhale. The option is there for you to say this is a great position. This might already be too much. Second option is, I'm gonna do this on this side, okay, to pose. Second option might be bringing the back leg to a bend, pointing the toes towards the sky. Option to grab the foot with the same hand, that's your left hand, and open the chest, just keeping your shoulders nice and square. Maybe bringing the leg a little bit closer to you. If that happens, maybe wiggling the arm. If we find the balance and we've got the hips supported, maybe we reach the other arm up. Option to stay, option to eventually connect. Big inhale. Smooth breath out. One more inhale. On the exhale, wherever you are, releasing back, pressing those hands on the floor, stepping back, tabletop. And we find a nice flow. Take a nice long breath in here and open the chest. On the exhale, we round the spine, cat pose. Big breath in, reach up and open the chest. On the exhale, round the spine. Coming back to a neutral position here, begin to extend the left arm towards the sky. On the exhale, thread the needle, bring your shoulder to the ground, walk the other hand forward. Take a nice long breath here. Smooth exhale. One more. Long breath out. Coming back to the neutral position, pressing both hands on the ground. This time, extend your left leg behind. Take a big breath in with the toes at 6 o'clock. Long exhale. One more inhale. On the exhale, extending your right arm forward. Big inhale, finding your balance. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, plant the hand on the ground. Press your foot on the ground, setting up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge position on your second side. Take a nice long breath here. Full exhale, and again, you have the options rise up into your thigh or to reach your hands towards the sky. Take a nice long breath. Smooth breath out. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, press those hands on the ground. Take that foot back and extend again. Big breath in here. Again, the right arm reaches forward. Take a nice long breath here. Option to stay, option to bend your knee, point your toes towards the sky, and reach towards your back foot. Big inhale. Full exhale. Again, if your foot is too far away, hand to your hip. Take another breath. On the exhale, plant both hands on the ground. This time we're going to drop the knee at the middle of the hands. And as we drop the knee, make sure that the knee joint is closed in here. You slide the hips all the way down to the ground or to your block. And again, the heel is very close to your pubic bone. Your hips are nice and square here. Take a nice long breath. We support ourselves with the hands. And exhale that out. Again, the option is there for you to stay here with a block underneath the hips. And if you feel like it, you can begin to bend your right leg behind you. And again, maybe just staying there and just working a little bit on that quad stretch. Just trying to keep your hips nice and square. Option is there for you to hold a foot. And again, as soon as you got the foot on the inside, maybe pulling the foot a little bit closer to you, trying to square your shoulders, and maybe wiggling that foot and reaching back. These are just options. Just take what you need under your body. Take another inhale. Smooth breath out. Wherever you are, begin to release. Press those hands on the floor and step back into your tabletop. Drop the belly as you open. Exhale to round. Coming back to your neutral position, extending your right arm towards the sky. And on the exhale, finding your thread the needle towards the second side. Big breath in. Smooth exhale. One more. Exhale out. On your next inhale, begin to come back to center. Press those hands on the floor. Swing your legs towards the one side and sit your hips down, extending your legs forward. Take a nice big breath in to reach up towards the sky. On the exhale, fold forward over the legs. Keep your spine nice and long, holding on to any place available on your legs. Keep your chest nice and open. Couple of breaths. Take a big breath in. And to that out, we're going to find a twist here. Hold on with your right hand. Hold on your left ankle or left leg with your right hand from the outside. On your next inhale, we're going to rise up with the torso, keeping the leg with us and bringing it with us. The other hand can stay back down on the ground behind us, or reaching back towards the back of the room. Take another inhale here, keep your chest nice and open, begin to rotate the torso towards the left-hand side. Long exhale. Both feet are active, the other leg is pressing on the floor. One more breath. On the exhale, release back down to the mat, fold forward again. Just stay for one breath. Empty out, holding on to your to your right foot or right ankle with your left hand. Reaching up with your torso, taking the leg with you and rotating that arm behind you. You can keep your arm extended or hand to the floor. Take a nice long breath, keep your chest nice and open. Full breath out. One more big inhale. On the exhale, release all the way down to the floor. Extending both legs, extending and folding forward. Take a nice long breath here. Full exhale. On your next inhale, begin to rise back again. This time we're gonna go back into the ground. Into Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet together, knees wide. Hands, one hand may come to your belly, the other hand may come to your chest. We take a nice long breath here. And a full breath out. Just observing that breath here, how the air comes into the lungs and keep the belly open, bring the belly up, and how the air goes out and brings the belly down. Couple of breaths here, in as you up and out as the belly comes down. Couple of breaths. This is a great pose as well for your lower back, survive bends. Take another big breath in. Empty that out. Whenever you feel ready, begin to press your feet back together, bringing your feet back to the ground. Extending your arms by your sides, bringing the knees into your chest. Just try to keep the knees together. Just glue the thighs towards each other. So keeping the legs together, pressing into your hands on the floor, begin to find that twist towards your right hand side. And you might feel like your right shoulder is pulling off the ground. Don't let it come off the ground. Take a big breath in here. On the exhale, come back to center and find your second side. Again, bringing both legs together and the knees to touch towards your right armpit. Big inhale. Coming back to center. Couple of times more. Bringing your legs towards your left. Back to center. Bringing your legs towards your right. Back to center. Left hand side, maybe you turn your gaze back to center. Right hand side, maybe you turn your gaze back to center. Left hand side and stay. Relax your legs wherever they are. Just trying to keep the knees together, shoulders down on the floor. Big breath in. Smooth exhale. One more. On the exhale, we come back to center, knees together, back again, and take your twist on your second side. Another big inhale. Exhale out. Coming back to your neutral position. Bring your knees into your chest to give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe bring your nose towards your knees. Take a nice long breath here. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground, extending your legs, extending your arms. Finding a couple of minutes here in deep relaxation. Allowing your legs to really roll to the sides without engaging. Allow your hips to be nice and heavy on the ground. Your shoulders rooting down. Couple more breaths. Purnasya Purnashate Purnasya Purnamadagi Purnamivandashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamivam Purnasya Purnashate Purnasya Purnamadagi Purnamivandashishyate Om Asatoma Samgamaya Tamsoma Dvaitrirgamaya Vidyurma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Connecting to your breath first. Connecting to your fingertips and your toes. Just allowing your mind and your body to feel any sensation as little as it is. Maybe bringing prana into your body by taking a nice big breath in into your nose. And a long breath out to let it all out. As you start feeling ready, coming into your fetal position on the side of your twist. Taking a moment to pause. And as you start feeling ready, coming back to your seat. The hands at the center of the chest, eyes closed. Take a big breath in together here. And we open them out to let that go. Finding gratitude for our practice. Gratitude for these teachings. Rub your palms together.
And cover your arms. Rub your palms one more time. To cover that part of the body that needs it the most right now. Thank you so much for your practice. It's always an honor to be here with you. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Mangalam Bhavatu. Have a peaceful day. Thank you. Sweet. Well, I'm glad. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Namaste. Have a good day.